Okay guys, I'm going to do a very short video on this. It's a pretty simple, straightforward job. We've got some broken door handles. We've got some replacements for them. And I'm just going to show you step by step how you have to do this in order to get that handle off and get a new one installed. We also have issues with the inside handle. I don't know if this is common. Oh, I should mention that this is a 2001 Toyota Camry, and we're going to fix this for a friend. And the first thing you got to do is we've got to remove the door panel. And the way that we do this is these little circular things here. We have several of them scattered out. I bet you there's some along the bottom too, maybe not. But we are going to have to remove this screw to remove this panel. We're going to have to pop this up here, and because there's more than likely a screw there. And we've never pulled one of these door panels apart, but we're going to do it, and I'm going to tell you how long it takes me, and we're going to show you step by step so that you know exactly what has to come off in order to make this job go easy. Here we go, guys. All right, guys, be careful of these little covers because they're very fragile. I chipped the one on this side here, but there's a screw here, and deep down inside there's a screw, and they look like Phillips screws to me, so they should be pretty easy to get off. And we're going to remove this screw right here. Okay, before we get too far into this, there's a screw here under the door armrest. There's a screw here. There's a tiny little snap pin there. I just pushed the center part in, and then it came right out, and that appears to be something that holds the panel on as well. And then, like I said, under the door there's a screw here and one over here. After those are off, the door panel should start coming off. Okay, after all the screws I showed you are off, this little piece here will pop up and out because there's a little clip that slides inward to hold it onto this panel here, and that will come off, and then the door panel should work itself off. We may have to pull the speaker off, but we're going to give it a try. I'll let you know if I had to pull that off or not. And now this whole door panel is all flappy loose, and it's ready to come off, so we can start replacing that outer handle. Okay, as you can see, once I got all those screws out, the door panel, let me get this set. The door panel popped out at the bottom, and then it just lifted right up off of this lip right here. And to get that outer door handle off, it's just a 10 millimeter in this hole and a 10 millimeter in this hole. I've already removed them. It was very easy to do. And by the way, the window has to be up or it will block the way. Okay. I don't know how hard it's going to be to pull this out, but see about working it out here. Might have to push from the inside, but I'll get that out and then I'll show you. Okay, after you remove the release bar, which can be seen wiggling around right in here, I'll show you where it connects in just a moment, but there's going to be this little thing that's for the lock tumbler here. That has to come off first, and then the exterior handle will come out. Okay, here is the new one and here's the old one. Okay, and you can tell that they are the same. Okay, to get this lock tumbler switched over, we have to flip it over, and we have to remove this 10 millimeter here, and this holds in the lock tumbler, and then we should be able to just lift it right out and set it over here. I'll show you it in place in just a moment. Alright guys, so once we set this back in, we just snap that back in the exact way that I took it out. We tighten up the two bolts, and then I know it's very hard to see. Let me see if I can get a light in there. Let me see if I can get it on camera here. That bar right there has to slide back into that white nylon retainer there, and then the clip has to be snapped onto the bar. Start with that clip spun outward and up so that when you bring it back down, the opening for the clip goes around that bar, and then you're going to be just fine. And once everything's tightened up, you can start putting the door panel back together in the opposite order that it was taken apart, and we'll show you installing that new lever there. First of all, we're going to have to remove this screw right here in order to remove this assembly here. And then it's just a matter of detaching this broken handle here and installing the new one. Here we go. Okay guys, here is the replacement. It has a red sticker on it for the lock. Now it has a yellow. I don't know what the difference is, but that is the exact same replacement lever. Now I'm going to undo the screw, mount this. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, one thing I wanted to point out, let's see if I can get this to focus. One thing I wanted to point out is you have to hold this in this angle here to snap these rods on. You might have to pull the handle out a little bit in order to get that one on. And then when you put it into its grooves right here like this, then those other plastic tabs on the bottom here will help hold those rods in, and that's all it takes. Okay, just a quick tip. You want to put this corner in first up against the speaker, and then kind of slide it inward a little bit as you're sliding in the rest. And a tip here is to roll down the window first, and that way there you'll have more room to work with up in this area here. All right, guys. The door is closed. Oops, the door is locked. Let's unlock it. Door opens and closes just fine. It even opens and closes from the inside. And that's going to do it, guys. I hope that helped you on your Camry. If so, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because I got a lot more repairs that I plan on bringing to you. Thanks for watching Cobra Vids, guys. Until next time, as I always say, cars are better when you can open the damn doors.